Music affects us deeply, emotionally, and on a primal level. When you get chills from a song, that's dopamine flooding your brain's pleasure system. The same system is activated when you eat or make friends. This is why a song can make you laugh and cry at the same time. Music enjoyed in company of others is even more powerful. Young girls have been screaming at male stars since the middle of the 20th century and is now part of youth culture. Bands like the Beatles and still going on to bands like One Direction, psychologists have always said teenagers are still developing and surging with emotions, starting to explore their identities and what they find meaning in.
Well, I think the reason that girls like boy bands is because they sing the words that they want boys to sing to them. They're formulated in a way that they have the qualities that people between the ages of, say, 12 and 18 are attracted to. They're created so that they are appealing to a specific audience. That audience is young girl.
They're just so relatable and it's fun to think about them instead of thinking of schoolwork.
It's starting to mature, so you get into guys.
Yeah. I like how they like bring everybody together. I mean, you can like bond over them, like what's your favourite member?
Because obviously there's no hot boys at their school.
Guys don't like boy bands because they don't want to like compete with those perfect boys in the news.
Guys don't like boy bands is because they'd be considered as a homosexual.
They're jealous because the boy bands
get all the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your music, because music is important.
Tennis is a game which you have 2 or 4 players strike a ball with a racket over a net stretched across the court. You play with a tennis ball, you play on a grass, clay or artificial surface. Tennis is a team sport where you're playing doubles or singles, you're trying to do your best before and after your matches, and tennis is a sport around the world.
The thing I like about tennis is how the game doesn't end until someone gets a good enough lead, so games can go on for ages.
I like the rallies that the tennis players have, and I also like it when they hit it through their legs.
The thing I like about tennis is that they make a lot of money, and that money goes towards them going around the world to different tennis tournaments.
It was my dad who first introduced me to tennis. He's taken me to many Oz Open matches and plays with me heaps.
What inspired you to play tennis?
Well, it all started in Australian Open 2011 when I started watching tennis a lot. And as soon as I learned the techniques and all, I really started to enjoy the game, and here I am today playing tennis.
Why'd you pick tennis over other sports?
Well, I previously, before playing tennis, I was playing a sport such as soccer and basketball, but due to injuries and all those, didn't end up too well.
Welcome to Beau Watch News. Max reporting. As hard as it may be to believe, there was once a time when video games were not lifelike and a massive part of our lives and the popular culture. Once upon a time, not too long ago, video games were the realm of nerds and the children of privilege. Let's take a look back at the evolution of video games.
There was this Street Fighter game I played on the Nintendo 64.
I think it was probably Finding Nemo on the PlayStation 1.
I remember playing Putt Putt. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I think they're a great thing.
Yeah, the only bad thing about video games now is that they're too easy to beat.
Yeah, they're actually pretty amazing, the stuff they do now. They're like complex stories and awesome gameplay and stuff. I think it's really just amazing what these guys can pull off.
Most people don't know the name of the first video game. Usually throw around the name of the oldest arcade game they've ever played. Pong, Pac-Man and Asteroids are all early games that come into mind, all relics of the 70s and 80s. To find the first video game, however, you need to dig deeper, all the way back to 1950s. In 1958, William Higginbottom, an American physicist in the employ of Brookhaven National Laboratory, created Tennis for Two in order to entertain and amuse visitors. He intended the simple game to serve as a way to capture the interest of the public and create interest in the scientific endeavours undertaken at Brookhaven.
So games start to become popular, but most people can't afford massive $1,000 price tags of the new Donkey Kong. So what's the solution? Arcades. The ability to not have to buy and only pay as much as you play made arcades a popular attraction for many teenagers and young adults. Many people would go to arcades before and after school, using up any quarters they could find. They would play with or against their friends on popular classics such as Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Pong, Donkey Kong, Wolfenstein, and more.
Wow, I'm just blown away at how much we've evolved over time. And in the end, the winners are us, because we get to play these awesome games. I'll catch you later. Dun 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 dun.
Hello and welcome to Beau Watch News. My name is Daniel and today I'll be talking to you about food and nutrition. What is nutrition? To find out, we asked a couple students from Sandringham College on their definition of the word nutrition. Here next to me is fellow student Cameron Perry. So Cameron, what is your definition of nutrition?
The definition of nutrition for myself would be the process of providing or obtaining all the food necessary for health.
And why do you think it's important to have proper nutrition?
It's good to stay fit, healthy. You don't want to be lazy around home. It's good to get out.
Is fellow student Jack Constantine. So Jack, what is your definition of nutrition?
My definition of nutrition is having a good lifestyle and eating healthy.
And why do you think it's important to have a good nutrition?
I reckon it's important to have a good lifestyle so you can keep healthy and active.
After all that, now it's my turn to give my definition of nutrition. My definition is, for people to have a good lifestyle, keep fit, and eat healthy foods like your fruits and vegetables. And why is it important to have a good lifestyle? So you keep fit, you live longer, and you have healthy skin. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of another episode of Beau Watch News. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.